Hello, Eduard. How are you?
I'm great. Good to see you, Nir. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm great. A lot of people are waiting for this talk. I have to tell you, we're doing this live, and a lot of people really wanted to hear you, see you, because they keep seeing all the partnerships, everything that you lead. Like that. There's so many questions, there's so many curiosity around this brand. But before we dive into the product and the roadmap and the markets and everything, I want to ask about you. Maybe you can give us a little bit of a context about who you are, what you do before, so people will get the perspective.
Sure. So I'm Edward, and I started off as an engineer, and I worked in the technology industry. My last job in tech was with Oracle, and then after that, I joined Citibank and spent almost a decade with them in regional and global roles. Uh, in my journey in Citibank, first of all, I learned a lot about banking, but also I was able to bring into Citi some of the more modern practices around agile, design thinking, more of the DevOps thinking on the technology side as well. And then I moved to Asia, and I've worked for a couple of financial institutions here in the region, but I joined Razer about 1 year ago. And it's been an amazing year and an amazing journey because Razer is an amazing company. Started off with hardware and then got into software and services, and now in fintech.
Wow. So what is Razer Fintech?
Razer Fintech is our payments arm at this stage. So we're processing B2B payments, and also we're in the B2C payment space with Razer Pay and the Razer card. However, we have an ambition to become a global bank. And the path towards a bank is, first of all, you do something which we call bank-like, and then you get the license, and then you become a bank eventually. And we're, as I said, having the ambition to be a global youth bank. And we feel that youth as a segment is underserved, and many people talk about it. However, we feel that with our brand, with our engagement with youth and millennials, we'll be in a unique position to build a true youth bank that people actually love and trust.
So yeah, it leads me to the question about Razer. I mean, how did you build that community, that passion and love that users, people from all over the world love this brand? Like,
Well, I won't take any credit for that for sure, because I'm only 1 year here. But even when before joining Razer, I knew Razer, and you're right. I think it's a very unique brand, and started off in gaming, but is pivoting more towards a lifestyle brand. And I think it's really Min Liang Tan, our CEO, who's been spearheading all this. And my observation is that first of all, he's focusing on phenomenal products which users love. Taking the feedback and listening to user and being humble about it, and continuously staying engaged. So these are the values that I see Razer practicing on a daily basis, and these are the values we are bringing into fintech as well.
amazing. And what are the markets that you are starting from with this?
Singapore is our headquarters, but we're big in Malaysia, and we're also expanding around Southeast Asia. But in the meantime, working on opportunities across the world. We're working on opportunities in Europe, Middle East, Latin America. So, and we have very, very aggressive growth plans. So stay posted on all that.
So right now, let's say if I want to be on the beta, if I want to for the Razer card that I saw that you just announced it, and
Yes.
so it's for Singapore first. That's how you
Yeah, we start in Singapore, and we had a huge demand, and some people were not happy about it. Why only Singapore? I want it now. And people need to be a bit patient. But on the other hand, we start in Singapore, and then we're going to expand beyond Singapore.
And what will
And I can't give you exact dates, and I can't give you exact countries, but we're working on most of the geographies already.
what are the main features of the card, the main promising stuff that makes people so excited about the card? Like what is it about the card that?
I think overall as a card, we want to make sure that first of all, there is value from a product point of view, and the cashbacks and the rewards are there. But I think what excites people more is the fact that we drive those rewards through gamification, which I don't think any other card does it in the world. But from just a physical card point of view, of course, we have put in an LED into the card.
Wow.
And when you pay, the card lights up. And maybe it sounds trivial, but I think it's really, really cool. And even when you look around the internet, you can see a lot of fan art already, and a lot of people want the card.
Wow, I didn't know it. Like I didn't realize this is real.
It is real. It can be done. We have done it.
Wow, because the website and everything, all your materials, it looks so nice and so fine. And I didn't realize this is like really a LED over there.
Yeah. It's an LED, and when you pay, it lights up, and it's lit in gaming language.
Great. So tell me, I hear a lot about all kinds of other partnerships that you are doing. I guess every day you announce something, even your team, you know, every day there's something new about the team. Lead me through the recent updates, and I'm sure that there are so many on the roadmap, but the things that were already published that were key for you.
Yeah, we believe that financial services needs to be open, and it's at the end of the day ecosystem play. And we believe that you want to bank or pay wherever you are. You don't have to go to a bank or even download a bank app to pay. So our strategy from the very beginning is to have an open platform and integrate both from a product and technology point of view with what we call best-in-class partners. And we're very happy to work with people, and it seems to be that people are very happy to work with us. So even for the digital bank application in Singapore, we lined up companies like FWD, who are one of the leading digital insurers here in Asia. And we have also announced subsequently our partnership with like Mason. So these are all big names and big companies. And we're very excited to have them on board, and we're excited to work with them. And really, with working together, we can take a different point of view in terms of what we can do together for our users.
So for some things, you're finding the right partners and the right companies to build up this product and everything. By the way, a lot of people are watching us, a lot of other fintechs from all over the world that would love to connect with you, of course, and you know, and pitch to you. And some of them will do it right now, right after or even during this interview.
Absolutely, and we love to connect as well. And I spend a lot of time, but it's a bit asymmetrical. It's only a small team on our side in a way working on partnerships.
I was about to ask about the team. How big is the team? Because you're doing so much, and Razer Fintech, like I don't know how big is the team. Like
Razer Fintech is about 300 people altogether, but we're spread across the product lines and the geography, so it's not a big team.
Yeah.
And from an overall partnership product design team, we're about 10 people altogether. And then we have, of course, the engineering team, which is an extension to all that.
So who do they pitch? They pitch to you?
A lot of it comes back to me, yes. And I'm happy to talk. I've been talking to people all around the world, so that's not the issue. I think part of this, one of my observations is that a lot of discussions going on, and I hope that more of these can be materialized. But unfortunately, it's always a constraint on resources and time on both sides, but not only on our side.
Yeah.
So, on the other hand, the ones which have materialized, we're able to move very fast and execute. So, for example, on the gamification side, we partner with Perks, for a Singaporean company, and they're in the market tech space, and they've been very, very close in terms of what we have done over the last time period. It's going to be the same. So we spoke to them, and then we evaluated, and one day we made the decision. And once we made the decision, in a month we launched something to the market, which I think it's amazing.
Tell me, how is it done during COVID? Like you're all working from home, you're doing all these improvements from home, you're building this from home?
We are, and in a way, we didn't miss a beat because we're already digital and we're used to operate in the cloud and all have our own laptops and so on. However, from a human point of view, of course, COVID is a very stressful and difficult period for many, many people. But I have to, thank my team and thank our partners that everyone has been so resilient and so committed to what we have been trying to do. And in a way, to your point, it doesn't feel like we have done it during these difficult times, but we have, right? Which makes it harder. So I can only hope and wish that this situation is going to change globally very, very soon.
Yes. I see lots of emphasis also on design from what you're building.
Yeah, design is very important for us and goes back to the whole ethos of phenomenal products. And I think it all starts with design, and we're very design led in fintech as well. And going back to how you build product, we will always start with the concept, and we will do the design, and then we start the build and we continue iterating. But design would be always at the very, very beginning of the process, right? And once we launch the product, then of course we take feedback as well and keep refining. And I think that agility is really important. Like I was planning to do a monthly release for our product, but I'm releasing almost every week just to keep up with the feedback and some of the requirements, right?
And your relationship with the other teams of the company?
We work very close. Again, Razer Fintech is not a big team, so we work very close together with Razer, with the design team, with the marketing team, with the communications team. We're one family. So, and again, part of our values is to work as a team. And sometimes our CEO describes us like a sports team, right? So we work well together, we win together, and we play together.
You know, while you were talking, I was thinking about all kinds of partnerships and the added value for the users and the rewards, as you said, that you're building all of this ecosystem, you know, for your value proposition. And there's so much opportunity, of course, with a strong group like yours and the dedicated users from all over the world who love this brand. And the approaches you take in design, in details, in everything, it's amazing. It's amazing how much you can accomplish. This is a very important year for you. And of course,
yeah, and I think financial services overall needs a bit more of that. And again, I think banks have come a long way, insurance have come a long way, but that attention to detail, that listening to the users, taking all the feedback into account, it's I think we need more financial services. I'll be open with you. I'm adjusting as well, but I love it, right? So the fact that I put out a product and somebody complains on social media, it's new to me, because no one complains on social media about the bank product, or if they do, no one hears them, no one listens. But I get like real-time feedback when somebody complains. I get it straight into my inbox and I go and fix it. And I think that feedback loop, that engagement, is really something new that we're going to bring to financial services overall, right? I think the other one, which is important for partnerships, it's these days it should be all about personalization. So if you look at, again, financial services, most of it, I'm not going to say everything and everywhere, but most of it, there is no differentiation. If my mother goes to the bank or my daughter goes to the bank, they get sort of the same service, same product, and so on.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to do. First of all, engage with our youth and millennials audience, but even go beyond that. And it's all about lifestyle these days, right? And because of our gaming background, we started with a gaming lifestyle, but we have other lifestyles in mind as well. So our vision is that you should have products which speak to your lifestyle. Like I give you an example, if you want to invest to build your wealth, if you're a gamer, why not invest into gaming companies, right? If you're a environmentalist, why not invest into green companies and so on?
Wow. So much opportunity. Yeah, I was like thinking before about all kinds of companies and wants to collaborate with you to be associated with that new brand that you're building. Any more updates or plans that maybe I missed, and because we are running out of time, I don't want to miss it.
No, I think we're all heads down to grow the business, and maybe we catch up sometime in the near future, and we'll have more good news and more plans we can share. But definitely staying in touch with you personally and the community in Israel, and then the wider community. That's what we're looking forward to.
Amazing. Thank you very much for the time, the interview. You know, the whole team. Your team is very helpful and supportive, and just about let's do stuff, and I love it. How do people follow about the news from everything that you're doing? How do they contact?
Well, I'm on LinkedIn, so I get daily 10 LinkedIn invites, and I accept most, unless it's a scam, right? And I try to answer, so that's the easiest. And if any conversation has legs, then happy to follow up afterwards. But the easiest way to get in touch with me is LinkedIn. That's how you got in touch with me as well.
That's true. Okay, so LinkedIn, and of course the website, right?
Of course.
The website, if people wants to hear more about the news, the blog.
Yes.
Your PR team is working very hard.
Yes, they are. Best PR team in financial services.
Wow. All right. Thank you very much. And we'll keep in touch. Yes.
Thank you very much, Nir. Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.